What is up, family? Okay, so today I really wanted to talk about pacts because I feel this is a topic that a lot of people don't go over, they don't cover, and they don't really talk about. Because when I was first starting out in pacts, I did not understand it whatsoever, right? I go on YouTube, I read some books. Oh, a pact is going to be like this. You make a pact with Lucifuge on this night, and you do this thing, and you give him berries or something like that. And then it's like, to our minds, that makes sense, right? It's like there's this card, there's this sigil, like there's some over there if you want to look at it, that we're trying to connect to. And some people kind of look at it like it's just a Yu-Gi-Oh card, right? Oh, I have this symbol, and then I'm just giving it an offering, and the symbol's only in the card, right? It's only in the sigil. It doesn't have its own realm or its own personality or its own. There's so much to a pact. There's so much to working with spirits in general. There's so much on this path that a lot of people don't understand. And I'm not saying that it has to be hard, that you have to do a lot of studying, research, or meditation. Wink, wink. Um, but there are some things that if you did, you would be able to easily jump levels. And I want to, with that introduction, that actually is what a pact is for. When you're working with, whether it be Bune, Lucifuge, Astarte, Lucifer, any of these beings, and you've already evoked them, right? You've already called them forward, you talked to them a little bit, you you coerce, and you see if they're really, if you have that connection that you want to grow even further. Because like you evoke them, you see them, maybe you hear them, things like that. That'll help you to develop your abilities. That can help you in manifesting and bringing things into your reality, in a sense more externally than internally, because an evocation is the external. Like you're in a sense creating them outside yourself to commune. They're already within you. This is why I believe actually invocation, it's always an invocation because they're always within you. But as well, we can get into specifics where it's like you have to uncover them first and understand what they are for you to actually invoke them. But they are all within you. I recommend everyone to go watch a video I have. It's one of my first videos, or something like that. I didn't make it, but my brother Panic, um, talking about how the Goetia and the 72 spirits of the Goetia are actually all within your mind's eye. So or even the 144, so the 72 angels and the 72 demons, all of these are, in a sense, one giant circle in your mind's eye. And when you invoke, and when you, or evoke, when you're communing with these spirits, you could say, look at a pie chart and it has 144 on it, right? Split that in half. Pie chart has 72 on one side. We'll call that the Goetia side. Then has 72 angels, the Shemite, that those angels, right? And we'll call that the other half. When you are communing with these spirits and these beings, that fragment, like that like 1/72nd percent or whatever, like the circle and stuff like that, that fragment is what you're communing with. And in a similar way, we can actually just say that we are a fragment of source or of the universe, whatever you want to call it. And as that fragment that chose to place itself into this game and play it out, it's just as the Goetia. They are a fragment of the source of these 144 beings of source. And then they, with the 72 angels, the angels are still there. Then as well 72 daemons and stuff like that, which daemon just means guiding spirit. So they just chose to become something else as well. But yeah, as you're communing with these beings, you're in sense invoking a fragment of the whole and stuff like that, because we are everything. We are connected to everything. We are everything. So when you want to connect with Lucifer, you're already Lucifer. A lot of people don't get this. They don't understand, and they think they are Lucifer instead of they are that fragment, like we all have a fragment of Lucifer within us, and that spark, similar to when people say different beings like I forgot who said it, but Shemyaza was a part of this. I think this was someone on the EA Co-Wedding channel. Sorry, I forget the name, but he was talking about how Shemyaza is a part of the human consciousness or a part of the human psyche, and that makes sense. Like, or he's a very intricate or integral, I forgot the word, part of the like our existence and our us as a whole. And when I heard that, that makes a lot of sense, because when you can see certain beings, you see that their archetypes are more heavily prevalent in our reality. For Shemyaza, I can easily see that. I can see that with the Azazel connection, and then as well, you go look at Azazel, and you see he has a whole infernal empire. So the infernal divine is a whole empire. We can say it's ran by the, I don't know, Lucifer and Satan. I know there's beings way stronger out there, in the galaxy and in the universe and stuff, and that even proposes thoughts in my mind where it's like, do Satan and Lucifer go to higher beings to understand their path, or do we all just know? And it's like, are those higher beings that are maybe stronger, this or that, do they even care about interacting with our reality? Have you met any of these higher beings that are outside our plane of existence or our universe? Um, just some, just some thought, right? And if you have, drop some shit in the comments, guys. That sounds dope. Um, yeah, but so the more and more that you work with these beings, you become them. So if you invoke, I've heard someone, I think it was BK Johannem, say if you invoke certain beings like 7 times, you've became them. Or there's certain beings that you don't need to invoke a whole lot, just just a like small amount of times, and you can fully know and understand their energy because of where you're at. So the more that you invoke, depending on your abilities, depending on your energies, you can become that deity in that full moment for that full week. It's all about how good are you at maintaining that connection and that energy and bringing it into you and your space without having it leave. I noticed with myself a lot of when I get stressed or anxious, it's harder to connect. It's like a wall is there, and it's that wall of stress or anxiety, and I need to break it in order to get to the other side. As well, some things that are that people have trouble with when they're trying to connect is the ego, and they a lot of people. These are a whole bunch of videos in one. I can make a lot more videos, but the ego is the main thing stopping you from your spiritual progression and your ascent. That's why a lot of people talk about how you should kill off your ego. Don't kill off your ego. Instead, try to balance your ego. Because the thing is, your ego is always telling you this, and then your higher self is always telling you this. The ego's in front; it's always at you. The higher self is more in the back, and it's a quiet mind. It's saying we should do this. Come on, do this. But then the ego's like, do this now, now, and it yells at you. But the thing is, that's not reality. It's only yelling at you because you are afraid. Because it is afraid of something, and it's trying to protect you, but it doesn't realize that you don't need protection in those moments. You need to grow. So something to help along this path is trying to balance your ego, is trying to create a healthy ego. Jordan Peterson actually said that this is the whole reason for our first 24 years, or first like 24 to 27 years, is all for that, creating a healthy ego, and as well shaping our perception and how we view reality, so that we can better understand reality through the perception that we shaped. Because as well, not to get into too much psychology, um, there's certain aspects or parts of our brain that when they were shaped at those formative years, that's what creates why we are who we are later on. And that's why sometimes when we're on this path as well, a whole bunch of memories gets dug up from our past, from when we were childhood, this and that. You're not becoming more of what you're not. On this path, you are becoming more of what you are and already have. So I used to forget who I was. I did a lot of psychedelics. I did um not that I forgot who I was, but I was very vulnerable and easy and open to psychic attack in those moments. And working on this path, I thought I'd be eaten alive. I thought I would be consumed at some points. And as much as I was right, I wasn't consumed by what I thought. I was consumed by truth. I was consumed by wisdom. I was consumed by awareness and thought. I was consumed by all I was in my higher self. Because this path is the path of liberation. It is the path of freedom. And as you walk it, as you partner with these beings, as you understand this gnosis, as you gain this gnosis, you are becoming your own God. You are awakening the godhood from within and becoming who you are meant to be, not who reality or, or the system has programmed you to be. You are becoming who you've always meant to be. What is it that you desire? What do you desire? What do you wish to become? Who are you? Ask yourself these every day. Expand upon them. Be conscious and aware of every moment that you live, where you are going, what is the direction that you are shaping. Because we want to play victim. We want to claim that everything's our fault and this world has done this to us and that, but the thing is, the world has taken away nothing. All it has is taken away what is not you. Because at the end of the day, you are still with you, right? You might have lost a girlfriend, you might have lost a car, you might have lost a job. These things destroy us inside sometimes. But at times it's as well what's needed in order for us to rise, in order for us to ascend in all ways. And with that, I know I was gonna say talk more about pacts, but I talked about the path. Feel that's good too. Um, but leave a comment, just asking me any questions that maybe you want me to go over or that you have in general about demonolatry, working with spirits. I work with the whole infernal divine. But with that said, guys, as well, you can hire me and my services on, just hit me up on Instagram and stuff. Hey, even I'll give the first consultation free if you guys want that. How that works, we're just gonna I'm right what we're doing now, right? If you want a consultation with just me specifically and no invocation, go ahead and get that. If you want an invocation, if you want um a lecture from a spirit, I can do those. I can be fully possessed, such as by King Paimon, and I can give you almost any form of gnosis that you desire or wish to acquire. Um, and yeah, so hit me up on my Instagram, Occult Cat TV. Yeah. This is just something I made a while back. Okay, so Occult Cat TV, magic for hire, guys. Woo! Okay, but yeah, just hit me up on Occult Cat TV, and yeah, I can pretty much help you with anything: manifestation, creation, wealth, but whatever it might be. But with that, guys, I hope you have a lovely day. Peace and blessings.